If you're interested in getting started with sewing, you definitely want to watch this. As a sewist, one of the questions that I get asked most common is, what do you need in order to get started? So let's go ahead and address that first. Go ahead and grab a pen and a piece of paper because you're going to want to write some of this down, okay? Okay, we're back. So what do you need to get started? The first thing is obviously a sewing machine. You don't need anything fancy, you just need something basic. The best place to find these is Facebook Marketplace, or if you have some extra fundulations, go ahead and buy something brand new. Does not have to be expensive. Average price is probably about $100 to $200. I had a Brother Project Runway that I think I paid maybe $150, and that was what I was using up until I moved on to my Bernina. The next thing that you're going to need is a tape measure because you're going to want to make sure that you take your measurements. Okay, so I'm going to show you the important places that you need to measure because I have on this already catsuit seal and it'll be a lot easier. Okay, so here we go. You want to make sure that you measure your upper bust, which is coming around here. Actually, let me grab my measuring tape. Measuring tape. So you want to make sure that you measure your upper bust. So that's coming up over your bust, and this is for measurements for the woman's body. So you've got your upper bust, your actual bust, so you're going to go across your nipple line, your under bust, which is kind of like your bra band, your waist, which is where, if you were to do the I'm a little teapot, that's where your waist is, okay? Then you've got your hips, and your hips are going to be the widest area. Now this is tricky because if you're blessed, hello blessing, it's going to be a little tricky, but you still want that measurement nonetheless. Then one of the most uncommon ones that you want to take is your side waist. Your side waist is from your underarm down to where your natural waist is, okay? So make sure you take those measurements, write those down. As you get more into sewing, some of the other measurements that you're going to want to take are your bicep, your calf, your thigh measurements. You should also make sure that you know your inseam. Once you take all of those, write them down, keep them handy because there is not universal sizing within sewing. For example, for one pattern company, I might be like an XL up top and like a 3X down bottom, whereas for another company, I might be like a 7X. So it really depends. You want to go off of your measurements, not just any kind of ready to wear sizing. Okay, so we're going to stop here. This is going to be a series. Definitely drop comments as well as questions below if you have them so I can make sure that I create the content that you really need and you find interesting. Okay, I'll see you next time.